All right, so as luck would have it, how lucky can one guy be? Here I am on my way up to Fernlie, heading out of Te Anau, and I see these two lovely girls thumbing it. And this is Anna, and this is Julianne. And they are from Hamburg. Good morning. You want to say hello to everybody?
Hello.
Julianne was a little bit worried. She didn't know that she was going to be on the video, and she was a little bit worried. She wanted a mirror, and I had to tell her that there is no mirror in the back seat, you know, and don't worry because I can zoom in with this and I can get her on the camera. So anyway, these two girls, they are hitchhiking, and as they were telling me, well, you tell everybody, you are in what's called a gap year, right?
Yeah, we just finished school and want to make a year of break before we study and thought we would travel to New Zealand.
So it's called a gap year, and this is between your high school and your college.
Yes.
Right.
Right? Okay, and your boyfriends, you left your boyfriends at home in Hamburg?
No, we have no boyfriends.
Oh, they have no boyfriends, so maybe they're looking for a Kiwi boyfriend. Huh? And how long are you traveling?
And we will travel 9 months.
You're going to travel 9 months.
But we are already since September here. So we will stay till June.
And stay until June in New Zealand?
Yeah, New Zealand.
The whole holiday is in New Zealand. What about Australia?
We will go to the Fiji.
Fiji? Okay.
And then on the way back home, we will spend 1 week in Australia.
And what about San Francisco?
I've already been there 3 years ago.
Okay, and you liked it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So, you know, Mom, you know, I know you told me don't pick up hitchhikers, you know, but I couldn't resist. You know, as nice as these two ladies looked, you know, I thought I'd pick them up. So we're going to have some good conversation and head on up to, I think that they're going to Dunedin and I'm going to Fernlie today. So I'm going to drop them off wherever they tell me to drop them off. And then, how long are you going to be in Dunedin?
For 1 week.
1 week in Dunedin?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, I will be there Sunday and Monday. And maybe we can meet and have a coffee.
Yeah.
Or a hamburger, right? Since you're from Hamburg. Okay, so on to the road we go. Okay, so this is goodbye. We made it safely, and you can see the sign behind. I'm going to take 97 up to Queenstown, and these lovely girls here, they're going to take 94 to Gore, right?
Yes.
All right, so ladies, it's been a wonderful chance. Chance to meet you. Did you enjoy the ride?
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet me, okay. And then, you know, tell everybody, so you have a story about your Fergberg, right?
Yeah.
And that story was, tell the story real quick.
We met 2 Olympic Kiwi legends and they gave us a Fergburger for free.
Yeah.
We were hitchhiking.
And they were the Olympic champions in what, rowing?
Rowing.
And they were from Kiwi.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they had gold medals.
In London.
And then 2012.
And are you sure that they were legitimate? You sure they really were, or they weren't just 2 like Kiwis going around with a fake medal trying to meet nice girls?
They were right.
They were right, huh?
They recognized the Fergburger, and the people start to make pictures of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to say hi to your family back in Hamburg?
Yeah.
Say it in, say hello to your family in German, to your mom and dad and friends.
Hallo Mama und Papa, macht euch keine Sorgen.
Uns geht's gut.
Okay, see you later. Bye. All right, after having dropped off those 2 beautiful girls, I found my way to this beautiful spot. And this is called the Devil's Staircase. And it's just breathtaking. You can see the sky has opened up, bright blue sky with white clouds. It's going to be just a fantastic day on my way headed up towards Mount Cook. Okay, this was a point of the trip where I thought that I would take my GoPro camera and mount it to the top of my car. And as you can see, the result was just nothing short of fantastic. So the lake is on the left, and my big concern was not to get the hood of the car into the video. And as you can see, it worked. And it should be a great opportunity to get some great footage on the way up to Mount Cook. You know, driving along, it's hard not to want to stop every 5 minutes and just soak up the beautiful scenery such as you see here. I'm not too far from Queenstown at this point, and just loving the drive. Okay, not too far out of Frankton, on my way to Fernlie, I see a sign for A.J. Hackett bungee jumping, famous bungee jumping. So I'm going to stop, and it looks like they really encourage you to come in and watch. So hopefully I'll be able to capture somebody doing some bungee jumping. This is a very famous part of the world for bungee jumping. I don't know if it originated here, but you can see the canyon-like setting, and there's a bridge just through that building there that I was showing you. So let's go on inside, see if we see anybody doing a bungee jump. So here's the entrance. It says, "Welcome to Kawara Bungee Center. Welcome to the world home of bungee, operating since 1988. So there's a sign, 43 meters down. So let's go on inside and see. I hope we can capture somebody on film doing a bungee jump. Wouldn't that be a great opportunity to share that with you? Here is the visitor center here. Let's go on down and take a look. Okay, now were you to be brave enough, that would be the view that you would see as you're getting ready to jump off of the platform. And there you go. There's a guy jumping down into the water. And as I understand it, when you jump, you have an option. You can get the long bungee or the short bungee. And the long bungee will actually plunge you a little bit into the water. And this gentleman opted for the short one, it appears. But I'm so tempted to do this, but you know, given my back and my age, you know, maybe I'm not as adventurous as I used to be. But I'm really tempted. I asked some people if it's you know, bad on the back or not, and they told me that it's just a real gradual. It's not a real jerk. So I don't know. Maybe on my next trip to the southern island of New Zealand, I'll get up the bravado to take the jump. But for right now, I think I'm just going to be a spectator. Okay, here's a young man that's about to take the jump.
Jump of his life. Jump of his life,
his young life. He can't be more of 13, 14 years old, I would imagine. There he goes. Wow, good for him.
Oh, God. Jesus,
good for him. I am so tempted to do this. Okay. Alright, so let's get on to Mount Cook. Some more adventure here on my way up to Fernlie. You can see some adventurous people doing some river rafting. And that is something that I was really hoping to do. That would be a lot of fun. So I am at a spot here called Roaring Meg. And I would assume that just over there on the right is Roaring Meg herself. So let's get a good look. There you go. There's Roaring Meg. What a beautiful, beautiful drive it is going up to Fernlie from Te Anau today. And on the other side of the lookout of Roaring Meg, you can see the river going down, and as the river goes down, so do the river rafters, if you call them that. There's a name for that. I can't remember specifically what the name was, but it's about a 2-hour ride, just riding down the river here. Certainly would be something I would love to do. Continuing on, this was a city called Cromwell, and the lake was just beautiful. I stopped to take this short video. I've made it to the Lindsay Summit Lookout, and it's just beautiful. Just rolling hills for miles and miles against a bright blue sky with big white puffy clouds. What a beautiful, beautiful drive this is. All along my drive I've been seeing beautiful fields of wildflower, and I couldn't choose a better spot to pull over than this spot where these cattle have been grazing. And the wildflowers are just beautiful. And they're all a beautiful shade of purple and pink. I'm probably about an hour and a half from my destination of Fernlie. I thought it was Fernlie, but it's Fernlie, and I've stopped at a wonderful little town to get some fuel and some soda, and you can see that sign there, and most people would say it's Omarama, but it's Omarama. So I am in Omarama, New Zealand, and you can see they've got a big old, well, I guess that's a ram, not a sheep, standing guard over the entrance to the city there. Very, very small city, but he looks really proud, doesn't he? And there you see the road signs here. I've just come from Queenstown, and I'm going direction Mount Cook on 8. And it is a very, very small town. And I gotta tell you, this area here, I am just falling in love with it. It is absolutely beautiful. It just reminds me of California so much. And there are all types of little cafes and here in this place, and there's the sheep. And there you have Mount Cook. What a beautiful sight. It looks really majestic. That's my first sighting, so I'm going to be looking at that for the next 30 to 45 minutes. What a view. Is that a sight to behold or what? You're looking at Mount Cook, and it is really spectacular. I wasn't expecting to see such a spectacular mountain on this drive. Wow, that is beautiful, and you couldn't ask for a nicer day to see this. Look at the color of the lake, the turquoise against the bright blue sky and the white mountaintop. Just gorgeous. This definitely has to be one of the most beautiful campsites in the world. And it's free. Interestingly enough, there's people that have been camped here and just enjoying what is just a beautiful view. Just really something else. Not too many people. There's my car. And there you see a couple people from Germany that I was talking to just earlier. But really something else. So I made it to beautiful Lake Tekapo. And it is just as beautiful as every other site that I've seen today. And you can see it's just continued to be a beautiful day. There is what appears to be a chapel right across the water from here. I'll zoom in and give you a nice look of that. Quite a few tourists over there. Maybe I'll stop on my way to Fernlie and take a look at that as well. So I'll give you a nice pan of the rest of the lake. You can see some clouds coming in through the valley over there. And there were some folks swimming in the water as well. There you go. Alright, so I found my way to the accommodations for the evening, and there is Kim smiling and waiting for me. lovely.
Welcome.
Thank you. I found it.
Yeah, you found us.
You are Kim.
How are you, Tom?
I'm fine, thank you. You're going to be on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that.
We'll see about that, okay. Alright, so I've been here now for what, I think about an hour. And my host and the house, it is just, you know, this is a big score on Airbnb. You know, when you rent a place on Airbnb, you absolutely have no clue what you're walking into. And, you know, tonight I walked into paradise. Kim walked me into their garden, and I'll show you the garden in the morning. The garden is just like, it's like the Garden of Eden. It's just gorgeous. There's so many different types of vegetables, and they're all growing so well, and they have different animals, and I'm anxious to show you the animals, and her husband Matt. I've been sitting here at the computer. He's up putting the girls to bed right now. They have 3 really nice daughters, and I've just been talking web, what I do best, talking about web design and stuff. But tomorrow I think I might have an opportunity to do some fun stuff around the farm. Maybe shear a sheep, and I don't know if there's any sheep to be sheared, but we'll find out tomorrow. So I'll give you a tour of the garden tomorrow, and hopefully you'll meet Kim and her husband Matt. But for right now, I'm going to have myself a cold one that Matt gave me. It's a DB Draught beer. I think it's a New Zealand beer. But yeah, it's a New Zealand beer. And I have my chicken tikka masala. My freeze-dried chicken tikka masala. So anyway, I'm going to call it a night here, and it's been a long day, all the way from Te Anau or Te Anau or whatever you call it, here to, I used to say Fernlie, but it's Fernlie. I'll get it right. All right, so good night from New Zealand.